Mama Home Hacks. Hi love, it's me, Licia V. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. Today, actually, both the husband and I are in the kitchen, and I am making something that is going to be so tasty. It is going to be a vegan banana bread in the spirit of autumn. My first rule, like anytime I come into the kitchen, is that you must wash your hands. So I'm going to head over to the sink and wash up. All right, so first I'm gonna lather up really well with this soap. I'm actually using the soap that I really like. It's called Everyone, and I like it because it foams, but not only that, I have very sensitive skin, and this soap does not bother me and my sensitive skin. So I have it all over the house. It's also made of plant-based ingredients, which is really great. Okay, so first I have some bananas. For this recipe, I usually use 6 to 8 bananas. If the bananas are super big, then I would use 6. If they're really small, I use 8. These bananas, they're kind of medium sized, so I'm gonna use 7. This tool, I don't really know what it's called. I call it the potato masher, but I'm gonna use it to mash up my bananas. Now I know some of you are wondering why in the world I'm using so many bananas, but I like to cook in bulk because we have such a large family, and because sometimes I can store things, I can freeze things when I cook an abundant amount. So I'm getting those all good and mashed up, and then I will add in my other ingredients. I absolutely love to cook, but another thing that I like to do is to bring the children into the kitchen with me and to actually teach them what I'm cooking so that they can learn how to cook it as well. My goal is that when they're older, that they're able to cook the stuff that I know how to cook by themselves. You can use ripe bananas to do this as well. They mash pretty easy, and they're really good inside of the banana bread. Plus, they're really high in alkali. And so we eat a plant-based diet, and we really like high alkali foods. So next I need to add some milk into our bananas. I like to use almond milk. In our house, we eat primarily vegan, so most of the foods that we eat are plant-based, and so we use a lot of nut milks. So today I'm using almond milk, but if you have a different kind of milk, you can use that as well. And I'm going to use 2/3 cups. Is that 2/3? It looks like it's close, but I'm just using, you really can use any brand of almond milk, but I'm going to use 2/3 cups of almond milk, and I'm going to pour it inside of my banana mixture. Okay, so I have some coconut oil here, and I'm actually going to put some of this coconut oil in the measuring cup, and then I'm going to melt it, and I will put that inside of our banana milk mixture and mix it all up. Just a little more. I'm now going to pour my melted coconut oil inside of the milk and bananas, and then I'm going to mix it all up. This smells so amazing. Oh my goodness. For fall, I love when you walk in a house and it's just filled with rich, delicious smells. It smells so tasty. I don't know if I told you or not, but I used 2/3 cups of coconut oil for this banana bread. And now I'm gonna put in some maple syrup. I'm gonna use 4 tablespoons of this. Guys, I don't know about you, but I absolutely love maple syrup. So I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit. Get the maple syrup all through that coconut oil, banana, and almond milk mixture. Okay, love, here I have some pure vanilla extract, and I absolutely love the way this smells when you're cooking. It just has such a pleasant aroma. So I'm gonna use about 1 teaspoon of this and 1 tablespoon. That smells so delicious. If you're making this with me, I know you know what I'm talking about. It just has such a wonderful smell. I cannot wait to eat this. Okay, let's give it a good mix. Okay, so now I have all of my wet ingredients in the mixing bowl, and they're all mixed up and they smell amazing. So now I'm going to add some cinnamon, since we're putting things in the bowl that smell really good. So I'm actually going to pour the cinnamon over the measuring cup because I do not want to accidentally get too much cinnamon into the mixing bowl. I absolutely love the way cinnamon smells. So this now has 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in our mixture. That is gonna taste so yummy. Okay, so here I have a bag of coconut sugar. I like to use coconut sugar, but my favorite sugar is date sugar. I'm actually out of date sugar right now though. So I'm gonna use about 3/4 cups of this coconut sugar in our mixture. And goes the coconut sugar. Okay. Now I'm gonna give this coconut sugar a good mix. Add in some oats. If the children were in here, I would actually take the time to talk to them about measurements. One of the perks of having them in the kitchen is that cooking is real world knowledge. It's a life skill. But also you have so many opportunities when you're cooking to talk about things that you learn in the textbook, like fractions, for example, or measurement. And so my learning philosophy is that children need to learn things that are real world. They need to know how to use the knowledge that they learn to help them in the real world. So when we're talking about measurement, showing them how measurement works in cooking or showing them how measurement works in other aspects of life is a way that they can not only learn how to do measurement, but they can learn how it's useful in life. Okay, so I have about a cup of oats that I'm gonna put into our mixture here. Okay, now this is gonna do a little something for the texture. It's starting to look a little more like bread now, just a little bit, but it still has a ways to go. Now I'm gonna add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And now I'm adding in 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and I'm pouring it over the measuring cup just because I don't want to get too much salt in the mixture. I'm gonna mix it up really well. So that's all throughout my mixture here. Okay, this smells and it's starting to look really good. Okay, so my last ingredient is flour. And today I'm gonna be using a white whole wheat flour. It's organic, it's non-GMO. And this is something that I purchased at Whole Foods. But in the past, I've also used wheat flour, even sometimes I'll do like half wheat flour and half spelt flour because I really like spelt flour as well. But this is going to take 3 cups of flour. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. And now I'll mix it. I did tell you all that I was using a white whole wheat flour, but I do want to clarify that the flour that I'm using does not use bleach. We try to stay away from as many unnatural chemicals as possible in food. We like to eat foods that are simply whatever they're supposed to be. So this does not have bleach in there. It's just a white wheat. The really cool thing about vegan desserts is that, I know, like for example, a lot of people like to eat cookie dough. This dough, this banana bread dough, you could literally just eat it this way if you wanted to, because it doesn't have raw eggs or anything in it that would hurt you. And same thing, like when I make vegan cookies, you could literally just eat the cookie dough, because again, there's nothing raw in it that would hurt you. Okay, so now our banana bread mixture is ready to go into the oven. What I've done is I have taken these, I really like to cook in these glass dishes. And this one, honestly, this is my favorite because it has a top to go to it. And so what I do, I cook, and then if there's leftovers, I can just put the top on and store it for later. But I have greased my glass pans with coconut oil. Again, I like to use as many natural ingredients as possible. So I use coconut oil just to kind of grease my pan so that the banana bread will not stick. And so now we're gonna put it in. My oven has been preheated to 350 degrees. I actually forgot that I really wanted some raisins in one of these banana breads. So I have went back and I added raisins into one of my banana breads. And then because everyone in my house doesn't like raisins, I did make one pan that does not have raisins in it. And I'm just gonna spread this in the pan. I could take a spatula and do it, but this one is working fine. So my oven has been preheated to 350 degrees. And so now I'm gonna put this banana bread inside and I'm gonna let it cook for about 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, I'll check it. And if it needs more time, I'll give it another 10 minutes or so. Okay, so here's another home hack. I'm gonna set the timer. This is very important. I'm gonna set it for 45 minutes because now this is 45 minutes I can take to do something else around the house. While that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and take the opportunity to clean up a little bit. Look at that, guys. It looks absolutely yummy. This banana bread looks absolutely yummy. Now I'm gonna add some walnuts for topping. Sometimes I freeze this banana bread, then warm it and serve it later. Okay, love, thank you for cooking with me. I hope that you enjoy your tasty vegan banana bread. If you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when we come out with other mama home hacks. Also, there are other videos below. Select one of those. Have a good day. We'll cook together soon.